Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Hustle Unfiltered. In this episode, we talk everything about meal prep, how to make sure meal prep works for you, some meal prep ideas, and how we structure our week so that you can essentially copy and paste it. Also, we have just released a no bullshit meal prep system. It walks you through the whole system we use to meal prep our food for the week and remove all the guesswork and all the bullshit so you don't have to think about it, can make progress towards your physique goals. Hope you guys enjoy the episode. This is a perfect time to make sure that you hit the follow button, subscribe, and if you're interested in coaching, please make sure you head down to the show notes. You can download the guide, hit us up for coaching in the application forms. Enjoy the episode, guys.
It's funny that we have these now, but I literally don't ever wear clothes, so it's like you still just see a random cord hanging from me.
Yeah. Oh, that's what happens when you got your rig out all the time.
It's summertime. I also prepped for 6 months, and I had to cover my rig that entire time because it was cold as shit, so...
That is fair enough.
The rig's out and staying out.
It's also 1,000,000 degrees. Well, one today, but two in the gym that we train at. Well, at least it is for me. Maybe not for you.
No, in the gym, I just want to see myself with a pump.
Yeah, fair.
I couldn't care less if it was cold. Well, that's why I hated training towards the end of prep, because I was like, I want to see what I look like. But I'm so cold, like, to the point where it was dangerous for me not to train with clothes on because I was not getting warm in any way.
Yeah. Well, it's also hard because, like, you're prepping at a time where it's not really warm yet.
Yeah. Midway through prep, it's, like, fine. But towards the end, I was like, I just want to see what I look like.
Yeah.
But today, it's actually warm. I was sweating eating my breakfast.
Warm. It's fucking 1,000,000 degrees.
But I was actually sweating eating my breakfast. I was like, this actually kind of feels nice. I haven't felt this, like, disgusting in so long.
Mate, even during winter I was hot.
Oh well, it is what it is.
Well, you've got a new program this week, so do you want to elaborate on that?
I'm in my build phase technically, or my push phase, improvement phase, all the things you want to call it, and I'm back training 5 days a week, and it's been good so far. I've done 3 out of my 5 sessions, running 2 lower, 2 upper, 1 full body technically. So I've done 2 of my lower sessions already, trained upper yesterday, and it's been good. I have sore body again. I'm definitely doing...
Sore from training hard, not sore from just being in a deficit.
Yeah, not like debilitating, I'm broken, but my muscles are sore, which has been nice. Like, the last block was obviously like a lot more tempo stuff and just letting my body recover from the prep, so it wasn't really like... I pushed hard, but it wasn't like, I know this is going to result in the growth I want to see.
Yeah.
Whereas this is like, this is building what you want, so you've got to fucking, like, go all in.
Yeah.
But we pulled back week 1 because we're sensible like that. We didn't go cray-cray, but from next week, we go.
Fair enough. I know that it would have been hard for you to pull back this week, even though, in my opinion, you still went pretty hard.
Really?
I saw some of your sets, you're still kind of cranking it. Like your hack squats the other day, like you're still pushing.
Yeah, but if I was like, this is how I gauge my effort, right? And this is something I learnt when I was being PT'd. Gun to your head, if you could do 2 more, could you? So I'm like, I know if on those hack squat sets, gun to my head, I could have done 3 more reps.
I say to my clients in person, I say to them, gun to your dog's head, because then it's like, it's emotional.
I've said that before. I said that to Chloe quite a bit when we were in our sessions. I was like, gun to your head, Chloe, like, you gonna go again or what?
Because then when you say it is their head, it's like, oh, like, my life is worth nothing. But when you say
hell, who are you training in the gym?
But when you say,
we need to do a welfare check on them.
No, but like, if you say, oh, gun to your head, blah, 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 people are like, yeah, whatever. But then if you say gun to your dog's head, you're like, no, don't kill my dog.
Either way, that's how I gauge my effort.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, you're now building and I'm now dieting. I didn't expect that to get you.
It's just kind of funny because it's like, the tables have turned.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's not really a diet. It's a mini cut.
But in other words, no more snackies.
Yeah, no more shapes for us to buy.
We've been trialling all the new fancy shape flavours, which has been pretty lit.
Yeah, we've had a bit more flexibility in the diet, but now we've tightened things up. Calories have been dropped almost by half, funnily enough, but it's just like short and sharp. But the thing with the mini cut is like, you're just there to lose a little bit of weight, lose a little bit of fluff, as you know, ChatGPT would call it, and essentially just tighten things up so that you can push again. So that's all we're doing. I'm going to drop around 5 kilos in the next 4 weeks. So
it's pretty crazy how much like a male would lose at that time.
yeah, I mean, like, to be fair, like, I'm still doing a little bit. Like, it's only for a short time though, but
No, I know, but it's just like how rapid you can lose it though.
yeah.
Granted, like 1 to 2 kilos is probably just like
Food volume and water.
yeah.
Well, I mean, my weight's already dropped like almost a kilo.
Yeah, we did have that conversation this morning.
Yeah.
You just lose weight very quickly.
My weight is very predictable when it comes down. Like, one thing I've noticed is, like, the second I actually go into a deficit, maybe after a couple days, like, it just starts to move. Jason would probably hate me saying this out loud because his body weight never moves. But it is very predictable, which is a good thing. So, yeah, no, I got, 2,600 calories, which he said it probably could drop a little bit more. Depending on how things go. And then 60 minutes of cardio a week from my original 45 and 12,000 steps from my original 8 to 10. So we'll see what happens. To me, I'm just like, yeah, I'm going to be shredded for summer, but also like, I'm just jumping 5 kilos. Just like, oh yeah, I'll be leaner. I'll feel, it's like funny how much that little bit of 5 kilos will make a difference for my mental self-esteem. But we have some important things to talk about.
We have flies.
We always have flies in here. There's always a friend, especially when we go to bed.
Yeah, it's time to go to sleep. It's quiet and you just hear.
But no, we have to, or we don't have to, but we want to talk about meal prepping because it's very important for your physique journey. And if you're not meal prepping, you're probably not looking the way you want to.
And I think it's kind of funny to mention it now before we head into like Christmas and all that sort of stuff, because I know this is the time of year where people be like, oh, well, it's Christmas in a month's time, so I'm just going to stop all the habits I know will make me feel a lot better and progress me with my physique anyway. So I think it's very good timing to remind you or show you, if you're not doing it already, how to do it really fucking easily.
Yeah, I mean, look, let's break it down what the most people think of meal prep. They think it really is a really complicated process. It's a very time-consuming process, and it's a very boring thing to do. When it doesn't really need to be that way at all. The boring thing is like, yeah, it's personal. That's kind of a preference thing, in my opinion.
The boring part of it is, yeah, if you don't like to eat the similar thing every single day, but there is ways around that.
There's ways around that, and also, like, to be blunt, it's like, you don't have the right to choose to eat what you want every single day.
Well, I just think, like, I don't know if there's any parentals that watch this, but I know as a child growing up, it's like, my parents didn't let me eat whatever the fuck I wanted every day.
Yeah.
There were boundaries, there were rules, because it's like, that's not good for you to eat whatever you want, because if that was my kind of what I got to choose, I would eat fucking Nutella on toast every day. Well,
I mean, speaking for someone who was a fat kid who did eat that every day.
I did eat it every day, but I eat it for every fucking meal every day if I had a choice.
Yeah, I did do that. It was like Cocoa Pops in the morning.
But either way, eating the same thing nearly every single day or repeating the same meals every single day just gives you more structure.
It gives you more structure, but I think there's another layer to it as well in terms of like your body learns to digest it, your body learns to adapt to it, you build more muscle because of it, because it's just super repeatable and it's super easy. Like there's again, like bodybuilders, you know, people say I don't want to look like a bodybuilder, but it's like, yeah, you kind of do.
You're not going to look like a fucking bodybuilder because we're all trying to look like bodybuilders here and we're not that.
But at the same time, it's like, you know, there's a reason they eat the same shit every day because it works, and we need to take inspiration from those, because think of it this way, we take ideologies and systems that bodybuilders implement for everyday people the same way you would take a system from a rich person and incorporate it to a poor person because you want to be rich. It's like you want to be jacked, you want to build muscle. So that's why we take those ideas from it. Yeah. But where people tend to, like, the whole reason we want to meal prep is because it essentially just like removes a lot of chaos and it removes a lot of guesswork within the week. Like, I don't know about you, but I don't know what the fuck I'd do without meal prepping every single week.
I couldn't tell you the last time I didn't meal prep.
Yeah.
But I can guarantee you that time I did not look the way I looked or felt the way I felt.
Yeah, I agree. I think I've been meal prepping now for probably 5 years.
I started meal prepping when I started training to some degree.
Yeah.
Like I would always prep my food in one way or another for school. When I first got in the gym, like it was always like lunch and brekkie. I'd always meal prep, and then dinner was whatever mum cooked at the time.
Mm.
And then like, yeah, you go through phases where you probably stopped. And then, but I'd say, yeah, for the last 4 years, I can't remember the last time I didn't do that in this period.
Yeah, like I remember there was a point in my life where when I was younger and I was like still sort of eating out a lot, like during the week, because I wasn't working, I had like shift work, or it was like nothing where my life had a lot of stability, and I had the flexibility to essentially cook every meal if I wanted to, but I didn't. So I was eating out a lot, and I would like try and loosely track it, and then I would wonder why my physique wasn't really progressing.
Yeah.
And it wasn't really until I was shown that how much the meal prepping makes a difference that it really reflected my ability to train hard, recover better, and actually make improvements in the physique itself. So I will kind of want to go through just like what a week looks like for someone who doesn't. In your opinion, what does that look like?
It's like Monday inspo recipes. They might find something really good on Instagram they want to try. You know, they meal prep for maybe 4 hours on a Monday. You know, give it a red hot crack. They get frustrated. Tuesday, they'll follow the meal prep because they've just spent 4 fucking hours making one meal.
And like $300.
Yeah, $300, and they cooked 60 different ingredients for one meal, so they eat it, realize it tastes like shit, and then, you know, they're like, oh, I'm not going to eat this anymore, and then on the Wednesday they don't have the meal prep. You know, it's had a big day, back-to-back meeting, so it's just like, I'm just going to go get some sushi from downstairs at the food court. You know, it's 2 sushi rolls, 600 calories a pop. They're hungry within 5 minutes.
We made sushi, so we know how many calories is in sushi. And it's fucking dense.
It's dense as shit, and we made it the homemade version, and it was still dense as shit.
Yeah.
We didn't put all the sushi flavoring in, the rice flavoring. So you can only imagine how much fucking sugar is in a sushi roll.
Yeah.
Anyway, you're hungry as shit. You finish your meetings. It's like 5, 6 p.m. You got home from work. The meal prep tastes like shit. I'm very hungry. I'm starving. I can't wait to cook. Too much time. Order Uber Eats. Bang, out my door in 10 minutes. And then it's like, oh, well, I've already eaten Uber Eats. So, like, you know, Thursday rolls around. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing because, like, I fucked it. And then Saturday, we feel like shit again. Oh, my God, I need to sort my life out. Sunday, we're going to meal prep. Goes back to the recipes. Find something that's ridiculous to cook, and then repeat that cycle over and over again.
Yeah, so I think the main thing here is that the people who are listening to this have probably tried to do meal prep before, they just haven't done it the right way. I think that there's definitely a way you can go about doing it in terms of consistent and repeatable efforts that can be done long term. So I think the first thing to understand is just like having a guide around meal prep. So it's like, are we just prepping meals and sort of hoping for the best, or are we following some sort of macronutrient targets? Are we following some calories? So if you don't have that, like, work that out. Like, work out your calories, work out how much protein you need, work out how much fats you need, carbs you need, so that you either want to build muscle, lose body fat, or just perform better in the gym. And there's no right or wrong answer. All three are good. Although this time of year, you're probably trying to diet, but then coming into the Christmas period, you're probably also not going to be dieting. So we've got that worked out, the macronutrients of things. The next thing that we want to work out would be, what meals do we want to eat? So where does your mind sort of go when we think about building out a meal plan for someone?
Always looking at the macronutrients first, because every single meal you're going to have is going to be based around the 3. And you can dictate those things to suit a flavoring profile you like. So it's like, everyone needs protein. What's your protein source you're going to have? Whether that be chicken, fish, beef mince, fucking steak, whatever. Pick your protein. That's going to be that first sort of foundation. The next, you'd look at something like your fruits or your veggies. So generally for a breakfast meal, probably going to choose fruit next. Berries, banana, even if it's a side of fruit with your eggs, whatever. And then for your main meals, some sort of veg. Whether that be a packet veg, frozen veg, packet salad, something like that. And then I'd look at carbs and then fats. Because a lot of the times with fats especially, that could be already part of your protein. If you have like a fatty salmon, anything like that. Or it could be like oils added, or it could be some sauces. And then your carbs is your rice, potatoes, pasta. And then from there, choose your flavour.
Yeah, choose your seasoning, your sauce.
Your cuisine.
Yeah.
Like if you want a Mexican taco bowl, put Mexican seasoning or taco seasoning on your mince.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't, the structure of your meals won't change. You just can adjust the flavour profile to fit what you want. You want a stir fry, or you like the stir fry sort of food? Cool, you pick your protein, your carbs, your fats, do a teriyaki sauce, that's your stir fry.
Yeah.
Frozen veg.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I think if you are that person that does like to sort of eat something slightly different each day, don't meal prep where it's like chicken, rice, then, you know, meat, potato. It's like just cook them all separately and then mix and mash them throughout the week. So it's like, you know, maybe you do the meat with potato one day, and then you do the chicken and potato another day and then you do the meat and rice.
Yeah.
You know, so you're kind of mixing and matching. And then look, I think though, like the one thing that should probably always be the same is probably your breakfast. Like I just think you don't really have the like, you don't really need that constant change up in breakfast. Like if you're eating something different for breakfast every day, like there's some things that need to be addressed there.
In my head, there's only 2 meals you eat for breakfast. Eggs and oats.
Yeah.
There's no other breakfast food out there.
And if it's a weekend, it's like go make some protein pancakes.
Yeah, but it's still a concoction of oats, just blended.
Yeah, and banana.
Yeah, like in my head, it's all like cream of rice. But you either have a sweet breakfast like that or a savoury breakfast like eggs. I'm sorry, but there's no in between.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that.
Because that's all you can like classify as breakfast foods high in protein.
Yeah, I agree. And I think there's nothing wrong, or like a shake if you're a guy building.
Again,
it's oats.
Protein oats
Fruit.
Mixed.
Yeah.
But cold.
Yeah.
And not poured into a pan.
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, I would agree with that, and I think like that's you got to choose something that's probably going to be a little bit more on the flexible side or efficiency side. That's in the morning because you're probably waking up. You know, you got somewhere to be. So being efficient with that is going to be really important too. And then your lunch and dinners and your snacks. Snacks are going to be the same as well. Again, choose something that is repeatable, that is easy. If that's where you want to introduce something a little bit more fun, macro friendly, like that's where you would do it. And then your lunch and dinner, yeah, it's like, come on man, like hit your staples, get your vegetables in, get your protein in, sort of thing. I know for us, we probably hammer the same thing for a long time until we get bored of it. But then we kind of come back around to the 2-3 same things over the course of like a 2-year period. Yeah,
like I got kind of over chicken. Like I was just like, I'm kind of sick of eating this. Now I'm eating steak again. It's like, and I reckon in probably 3 to 6 months time, or like as I get deeper in this build and like calorie shift, the steak will turn into salmon. And then I might do a mini cut, and that's going to turn back into chicken. Yeah. It's just going to complete that cycle over and over again.
Yeah, and you will, like, and this is the other thing as well, I think where a lot of people don't realise is that, like training, right, you're not going to really love the first week in the gym necessarily because you're going to feel really sore. You're going to feel really fatigued. Like, it's going to be hard. Like, you probably haven't trained in a while, or you haven't really followed a program like this in a while.
Yeah.
So, like, why do we not think that the eating is going to be very similar? It's like, understand there's going to be a teething period where, you know, you may not necessarily, like, love every bit of the meals and whatever, but you kind of get used to it. You know what I mean? Because you're used to hyper palatable foods.
Yeah.
You're used to that fucking blueberry muffin in the morning. You're used to the fucking sushi that has all the sugar and the rice and the vinegar. It's like, of course you're going to feel like this is fucking bland.
Yeah.
You know, you got to think that through. It's like, all right, we'll give it a few weeks. Like, stick with it for 4 weeks and then tell me if you still hate it. Because the amount of times I've gotten messages where like, oh, bro, I'm actually starting to love this. So yeah, of course you are, because you don't fucking eat random shit every day. Like you're like a child who's waiting for the next like Freddo frog to show up, you know what I mean? And then once you do that for a period of time, and if you really are sick of it, then sure, make some minor tweaks, but change one thing. You know, change one thing. I think if you don't like rice, cool, then go to pasta if you got the calories for it. You know what I mean? And that's what we do as well.
Yeah.
Alright, so some of the things that other people will usually say when it comes to following a meal plan is essentially like it does take up a lot of time. But in my opinion, and you can agree or disagree here, but I have a feeling you're going to agree, is like you're going to spend, it doesn't need to be hard, and you're going to spend around an hour, maybe two, like meal prepping on a Sunday to save you 6 hours a week. Because the time it takes you to order the Uber Eats, or the time it takes you to, you know, actually make a random meal that you found on TikTok at home, it's like over the course of the week, or how long it takes you to go down to Coles, choose what to eat, you know, fuck around for 20 minutes or 30 minutes. Like, you could literally just go to your fridge and heat it up in that time. So it's like, which one are you're just paying for it later in the week.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, I don't have any time.
Show us your scrolling on a Sunday.
Show us your screen time.
Show us your screen
Kayla's
time on a
favorite
Sunday.
Kayla fucking card to play.
But the thing is, like, meal prep can take a while. Even if you simplify it, yeah, it can still take a long time if your cooking utensils are a fucking shit show.
Or you're me.
Or you're Jackson and use everything and anything at once. But, like, realistically, okay, you've got an hour, not even half an hour to meal prep. Awesome. Chuck your chicken in the air fryer, chuck your rice in a rice cooker. While those two things are cooking, cook your mince.
Yeah, that's what I do.
That's like, you're done. All you have to do then is put it in a container.
Yeah, if you don't have an air fryer, oven bake the chicken. It's severely underrated.
Yeah. Like, do multiple things at once if you really have to. And, like, that will cut out so many time as you go. Clean things up and Bob's your uncle.
Yeah. Well, and not only that, it's even like a cost thing, right? It's like, you know, everyone these days is always talking about the financial side of fitness, right? It's like, oh, fitness is expensive, eating healthy is expensive. It's like, not really.
No. And this is a little bit of a tangent, but, like, growing up, takeaway was one of those things where it was like a special thing. Like, if we got takeaway on a weekend, it was a special deal. And I think that carried on with me throughout life until I realized, one, how much it costs to deliver food. I was like, this is not something I'm bothered to spend my money on. The fact it cost me $20 for you to just drop a fucking food to my door, that's not even me paying for the food itself. I'm like, I could literally make this at home for $5.
Yeah. Well, I just looked it up. Our weekly shop, like, I would say on average costs $250 a week.
Like $315 a week?
Yeah, but, you know, throw in like the random oats pack we get, maybe the protein powder.
No, not even.
You reckon? Well, either way, $350 divided by 2 is $175 a week. That is not that expensive, if you ask me.
And you're buying like 10 coconut waters.
Yeah, I'm buying.
And
shit
we're buying Coke Zero.
Yeah, like we're buying Coke Zero, coconut water. Like, there's some fucking TP in there sometimes. Like,
yeah, it's not just the food.
It's not just purely
but
food.
I'd say we spend about $150 a week each on groceries. You split that up across like an Uber Eats order or just like food out in general. You're really only getting like 4 meals out of that if you're buying meals. $150 is costing us for the entire week worth of food.
Well, what?
Brekkie, lunch, dinner, snacks.
Our dinner the other last weekend cost to like $270.
The one that we went to on Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's $270, right? Like, let's do it for one person. Divided by 2 is $135. So $135, you chuck that onto like, say you don't meal prep at all, right? So you buy lunch and maybe you cook 3 meals a week. So you buy dinner as well. Like, let's say it's $20. So that's $40 a day. So plus 40, that alone is $175. Add another couple days onto that. You're spending over $200 and something a week on just food. Like, that is not really cheap, if you ask me.
Especially if the food leaves you feeling like shit.
Yeah. You
know what I mean?
Or the food actually doesn't have any sole purpose other than just keeping you alive.
Yeah, like you're paying $200 to be disappointed every single week.
Yeah, or just unhealthy.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, a little math lesson there with us as well. But yeah, so if you are thinking that it does take a long time and it is expensive, like, really break it down and look at it a bit more objectively and see how much money you can save and how much progress you can make. And then not only that, like, you're actually extending your lifespan as well because you'll have living a healthier life. So something to think about. Cool. So what would be like, we kind of spoke about what our meals are already, right? Then how can we sort of support these people by helping them understand meal prep?
By offering them a no bullshit meal prep guide.
Is that what we called it? The no BS meal prep guide?
I don't know if it's the guide. It's the no bullshit meal prep system. I know that. That's what our system is called because there's no bullshit.
Yeah. So we have essentially designed a whole guide or system, for example, where we will just show you exactly how we meal prep for the week. There's a calorie calculator in there so you can work out your calories. So if you don't know that, you can work that out. But there's also a bunch of videos in there on how we walk through our own meal prep and to give you some ideas of what to cook and how to cook it rather than just talking about it on here. So if you want to find that out, head to the show notes, download it, get it in your email, in the inbox, and you can have that delivered to you. And if you have questions on it, you can always message us as well. That's pretty much it. Alright guys, thank you for listening. We will speak to you or see you in the next episode. As always, this is an amazing time to hit the follow button. Go check out the guide or the system, whichever one we called it. Give it a download, give us some feedback. If you've got questions, let us know. And if you're interested in coaching, head to the show notes. There's my application form, Kayla's application form. We are both almost done for the year, closing our books, getting ready to finish up. So we're really at the end of our, I guess, what's the word? Intake
for 2025.
So
before we
if you
close out.
if you want to get in now. Otherwise, we'll never speak to you again.
Otherwise, stay small, unhappy, flat in 2026.
Don't be jacked.
Don't be jacked. Don't look like you train in 2026.
Exactly. All right, we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye.